Greetings. I hope you are doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. 5 things that you need to have on your truck during the winter time. Well, let's give you some tips. It might be a little bit more than that. This video was requested by one of our subscribers, Berry Blues. I hope I did not butcher the name. So let's get right into it. And also, thank you for viewing. If you're new, click that subscribe button. You know, that like button, drop a comment. The interaction helps the channel. Hey, let's go. The first one I would say is an extra pair of windshield wiper blades. It's cold out there, lots of snow. Sometimes the slush coming off trucks going by you flashes up on your windshield. If one of your windshield wiper blade goes out while you're driving, having an extra pair, you could pull over at a rest stop and just change them instead of having to try to find a truck stop if you are not close to one. Windshield wiper fluid, the -20 or the -50, you need the good stuff this time of the year. You need to have an extra bottle or two. I find that this time of the year you use a lot of windshield wiper fluid just to keep your windshield clean and make sure your visibility is really, really good. Another thing is diesel anti-gel. You want to make sure you have that. There are a few brands that I trust. Diesel 911, the Howie's brand is pretty good as well. I put a bottle in every time I fuel. Even if you're OTR and you're in a warmer state, let's say you are down south and you're heading up north, put that diesel anti-gel in when you're fueling down south because it gives it time to activate. You don't want to wait until you get up north, then you're going to put it in. It really helps your fuel from gelling and stuff like that. Another thing I would say you're going to need is gloves to work in, gloves to walk in, a nice thick gloves. In the summertime, you will get by with the thinner pairs, the cheaper ones, but invest in a nice pair of gloves to work in and a nice one to walk in. You need to dress warm, so you need a nice thick coat, just in case your truck breaks down. Let's say you have an engine problem or even a tire problem or something, and you're waiting on a tow truck. God forbid you slip off the road or something, right? You're waiting on a tow truck. That tow truck is out there working, trying to get the truck connected and stuff like that. You have to be outside. You need a nice thick coat because chances are it might be very, very cold. A nice thick coat also helps you when you're fueling. It helps you just to get out of your truck if you're going to go into the truck stop for a shower, stuff like that. So you have to dress warm. You want to protect your head. Keep your head warm. You want to dress warm. You also need to invest in a nice pair of snow boots. It's good to have some nice work boots, but snow boots, you're gonna need that. Sometimes you get a lot of snow depending on where you are, and even if it's not snowing, sometimes the surface can be very icy. All right, this will protect you from slipping, falling and stuff like that. Nice thick socks when you're wearing your winter boots, because sometimes the winter snow boots, they don't only protect you from the snow, but if you're wearing thin socks, your feet gets really cold inside them. So you want to make sure you have that. You want to have a lot of food in your truck. This is the time of the year when I would suggest that you stock up on food at a Walmart. Get your refrigerator full. There's some stuff that I put in the freezer. If you're a fan of the microwave, you know, some stuff that are easily microwavable, but you want to have extra food. Why? Sometimes you're out there on the road and you might see they shut down the interstate, I-80, when you're going through Nebraska, going through Wyoming. It snows a lot out there. It gets icy, and you might have to shut down for a day. You might have to shut down for even longer. And let's say you're not at an ideal place where you get the food that you want. Some of these truck stops, you probably see, like, you know, the Wendy's, the Hardee's, the McDonald's, the Burger King, and you don't want to eat too much of that stuff. So having extra food in your truck, having snacks in your truck might help you. So you want to make sure that you have a lot of food. I also think having a really good hammer is good. When you do these dropping hooks and you're dropping your trailer, picking up another trailer, sometimes the trailer that you're picking up has been sitting for so long. When you try to slide the tandems, the pins are not going in. Sometimes you try to rock the truck, but having a good hammer, you could knock on the pin, and that sometimes helps the pin to go in. And drive to the weather conditions of the road. Know when to shut down. Sometimes we want to get the load there on time, but it's better to shut down if you can't make it. Communicate with dispatch and let them know the conditions of the road you don't think is safe. Sometimes it's not only your driving too. I notice it's the cars and the people driving around you. Especially, it gets dark very quick. I notice by 5 o'clock, it's dark in the evenings. If you don't trip plan and plan your day where you can park early, if you get to a truck stop by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, you have nowhere to park sometimes. So try to plan around that. Also, I would say when you're doing your trip planning in the mornings, you want to check the weather for where you are. You want to check the weather for where you are going. And you also want to check the weather for, places along the way. If you're doing, like, let's say a 600-mile run, you would not just check from where you are to where you're going. You want to check along the way as well. I hope this video can help you. I'm pretty sure there are a lot more tips that people might have. Hey, if you have those tips, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I'm always in the comment section as well. As I always say, I hope you're doing great wherever you are, whenever you are watching this video. Stay safe. See you soon. Peace.